guys, what's up? It's Cynthia here, and today I am bringing you my most anticipated releases of 2016. I've compiled a list of 16 releases that I am most excited for, and it was really hard to get it down just to 16, so this video could take a while. Let's get into it. This book includes 2 prequels of Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. It also includes an excerpt of the second book, Glass Sword, which also comes out later in the year, and spoiler, it's on this list. One of the novellas is called Queen Song, and it is about Queen Corianne and her life when she first was meeting the king and when she gave birth to Cal, and I believe that it is told through diary entries, which I am very intrigued and very excited for. The second is called Steel Scars, and it is about how Farley kind of got the revolution together when she first wanted to do the attack on the capital. This book is about a girl named Natalie who lives in a small town in Kentucky. Life is normal until one day she starts seeing things that are wrong. For example, her front door is a different color than the one she knows. One day she gets visited from an apparition that she calls a grandmother, who tells her you have 3 months to save him. The next night she meets the boy and time stops. I don't think literally, but that would be dang cool if it did. This is her debut novel, and it is said to be Friday Night Lights meets The Time Traveler's Wife. When I originally saw this book and put it on my Goodreads list, it was called The Stars Turned Away, and I honestly kind of prefer that title to the one that it is now, but that's just my own personal opinion. This book follows a girl named Gwendolyn who is always moving around because her mother believes that monsters are chasing them. Recently they found themselves in London, and over the summer her friend Olivia came to visit. Quinn and Olivia are kidnapped and taken to a place called Neverland, but it's not the Neverland that we've come to know and love with Peter Pan. In this place there are flesh-eating hags and crazy sea urchins and dangerous fae and just a whole lot of bad. They have to choose between trusting Peter and the roguish pirate who promises to keep them safe, which it better be Captain Hook, because that would be so cool. This is a book of novellas that helps you delve deeper into the world of the Lunar Chronicles. This book will consist of 9 novellas that are different retellings, epilogues, continuations of stories, and just plain awesomeness. I can't wait. I use the word awesomeness. How embarrassing. I have to say my favorite is The Mechanic, and it is the first meeting of Kai and Cinder from Kai's perspective, and I am so excited to read it. This book is about Blackbeard the pirate, and it follows him whenever he was a younger man. And then he meets a woman named Anne. He's stuck having to kind of fit into the society that he was born into, which is a higher class, and she was born into a lower class family, making her a maid, and she happens to be a maid in his household. And they both just dream of sailing the world and just going everywhere. They're drawn to each other because they want out of their current circumstances. This book sounds so good, and I am obsessed with pirates, and I just can't wait. I can't go into too much detail about this book because it is the second in the series, but I am excited and I can't go into detail. One of my favorite books ever, and just, I'm gonna cry. I'm so excited, I can't wait, and just, if you haven't read Red Queen, read Red Queen and be merry. This book follows 18-year-old Gideon Blake, who wants to be a U.S. Army Ranger. He's killed in an accident, but then he wakes up and he discovers that he has these powers, and there's a cuff that he can't take off. His death has brought forth his true destiny. He finds out that he has become War, one of the legendary 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Over the next few weeks, he's brought together with the help of a mysterious girl, so love interest, and it is their job to help save humanity. But no one wants to listen, because how believable is it that when you would tell someone, hey, I'm War, one of the, 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, do you believe me? No? Oh, you, okay. See what I mean? It's gonna be good. This book follows a girl named Tinley Tin Lockwood who has spent the last year in an asylum. She's there because she won't let her parents decide where she goes after she dies. In this world where they live, your first life, or the life that you live, currently, is kind of just a dress rehearsal for your real life after death. And you go to a place called Everlife. And in Everlife there are 2 people, or 2 groups that are in charge. They are called Troika and Myriad. And they're both kind of fighting over Tin and where she should go and where she should belong. But Tin decides to run away, because don't like being told what to do. She doesn't know who she can trust, and this book just sounds very intriguing. The whole idea of this life that you're living currently is just a dress rehearsal for something greater and bigger. It's cool. Sherlock Holmes and John Watson's grandchildren. Enough said. Enough said. This book follows Jamie Watson and Charlotte Holmes, who happen to be Sherlock Holmes and John Watson's grandchildren, as I just mentioned. And when they first meet, they seem more like rivals than 2 who would work together. At the prep school that they both attend, a student dies and they are pegged for the murder. They think, hey, we're being framed, and so they decide to work together to find who really committed this atrocity and work together and just be like their grandparents. It's so exciting. I honestly don't know really what this book is about because the synopsis was kind of vague, but that's what made it more intriguing. It's basically like, I think, a murder mystery where someone isn't who they say they are, or just some kind of mystery that just sounds really good. And the line that really got me was the one that says, what really happened? Someone knows someone is lying. And just, what are they lying about? Who knows it? Wink, Poppy, or Midnight? I guess we'll find out on March 22nd. This book is said to be Divergent meets The Scarlet Letter. Enough said. Divergent meets The Scarlet Letter. Sounds good, sign me up. This book follows a girl named Celeste North who has a pretty perfect life. I mean, she's loved by everyone, her teachers adore her, and she's dating the perfect boy named Art. One day she breaks a rule and she now faces a life-changing repercussion. She could be imprisoned and found flawed. So just to think that she could be imprisoned for whatever she did, I'm not sure what she did, but it sounds good and exciting, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. This book follows a girl named Callie who is heir to a kingdom in the sky. They believe that there are no humans on Earth and that at this point it could still be inhabitable. And then she falls off and falls to Earth and somehow survives. And while on Earth, she finds that there are other humans who still live there, and throughout her journey of trying to get home and find out where in the world she is, she finds out dark secrets about her kingdom in the sky. And just, it sounds really good, and you know what dirty secrets and bad secrets are they hiding? guess we'll find out. This book takes place in the Missouri Ozarks, which is actually where I live, so that's pretty freaking cool. It's about a girl who lives in a small town called Rowan's Glen, which is a remote farming community. Same. She's best friends with her cousin Heather, and one day during the May Day celebration, she goes missing, and she discovered that there was more to her cousin and her hometown than she ever realized before, and it may not be good. This is the last book in the Fifth Wave trilogy, and obviously, since it is a third book, I can't give away much or any of it at all, but just easily my most anticipated book of the year. I cannot wait, and just a movie's coming out so soon, and I can't wait. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Okay, moving on. Anyway, Fifth Wave, pick it up, read it, love it, got it good. This book is about 6 kindergartners who go missing, and then 11 years later, 5 of them return. Scarlett comes home and doesn't know who she should be or who she was. A boy named Lucas is in the exact same boat, and there are obviously 3 others who were taken as well and never returned, but there's one boy in particular who is still missing, and Scarlett and Lucas meet up with his sister, and his sister doesn't believe that they don't know where her brother is, and doesn't believe the whole amnesia, I can't remember, and it just sounds really intriguing because, I mean, to show up again 5 years after you, or 11 years after you were taken, just seems crazy, and why whoever took them would keep just one of them. I just want to know, why is that boy still missing? This book follows a young Queen of Hearts. Her name is Catherine, and she just wants to be an ordinary baker in her town, the Kingdom of Hearts. But her mother wants her to be the next queen. When she goes to the ball, she's expected to accept the king's proposal, but then she meets Jest, and for the first time she feels true attraction. They enter into a courtship, and against everyone's wishes. And the thing is, Kath just wants to fall in love on her own terms, but Destiny has other plans, and I think we know what those plans are. So those are my most anticipated releases of 2016, and I hope that I can get to all of them, and if not, most of them would be nice. And I just, I'll be sure to link all of the Goodreads pages for those books down below, so if you want to, read reviews on them or read more about the synopsis, totally feel free, and just check them out if you're interested, and let me know in the comments down below what books you are most excited for 2016. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, I think that's all from me. I'll see you guys next time.